Now children, today we are going to introduce this chapter, congruency. First of all, I would like to tell you what is congruency. Congruency means overlapping of two different figures. Okay, congruency means overlapping of two different figures. One best example I am going to tell you of the stainless blade which you see with your father every day. If you keep two blades on each other, they are going to overlap, and such two figures are known as congruent figures. Okay, now let us talk about congruency of geometrical figures. The simplest which we study is a line. Okay, the simplest which we study is a line. Now let us talk about a line segment here because it has a fixed length. Let us take a line segment AB of 3 centimeter and another CD again of 3 centimeter. Now if you keep these two lines over each other, would you feel that they are one? Yes. And when you keep the line, when you keep such figures over each other and they appear to be one, such figures are known as congruent figures. Okay. Let us talk about two angles. When we talk about two angles, suppose this is a angle of 40 degree and this is again an angle of 40 degree. When you keep them over one another, they are going to overlap. So for angles to be congruent, they should have a same degree measure. If we talk about rectangle, see the rectangle, their length and breadth should match, then only they are going to overlap each other. The length of the two should be equal to each other and the breadth of the two should be equal to each other. If we talk about the square, the side of the square should be same in both of them, then only they are going to overlap. You talk about a circle, the radius of the two circles should be same, then only they are going to overlap. So such figures which overlap each other are known as congruent figures, and in this chapter we are going to study the congruency of triangles, especially the congruency of triangles. Now let us talk about congruency of triangles. Okay, now if you have a triangle, what are the 6 elements of a triangle? 3 sides and 3 angles. On the basis of these 6 elements only, we prove that the triangles are congruent. Okay. Now there are 4 cases through which we can prove the triangles to be congruent. They are SSS, SAS, ASA and RHS. Okay. Now SSS, what does this mean? The 3 sides. Now if you have the triangle, the 3 sides of which are equal to the 3 sides of another, that is, suppose this is 2, 3 and 4, this is also 2, 3 and 4, they are going to overlap and we say that the triangles are congruent to each other. This is A, B, C, D, E and F. We write ABC is congruent to DE, F. This is the sign of congruency. We say that ABC is congruent to DEF. Now, after writing congruency, how do we write the corresponding parts which are equal? Okay, here the 3 sides are equal to the 3 sides. So, writing the corresponding parts means which side equal to which side. So, AB corresponds to DE over here. AC corresponds to DF and BC corresponds to EF. This is how we write the corresponding parts, right? Now after SSS we take SAS. What do we mean by SAS? If you have two triangles ABC and DEF, the two sides and the included angle means the angle which is between these two sides, the two sides and the included angle, they are equal to each other two sides and the angle between them, then we say that the triangles are congruent to each other. Okay. Now writing the corresponding parts. AB corresponds to DE. AC corresponds to DF, and angle BAC corresponds to angle EDF. This is how we write the correspondence. Okay. The next is now ASA. You have the two triangles. The two angles and the side on which the angles are formed, if they are equal to each other, then the triangles are congruent. If they are equal to each other, then the triangles are congruent. The two angles and the side on which the angles are formed. So we write ABC. ABC is congruent to again DEF, and again writing the corresponding parts. Angle B corresponds to angle E, angle C corresponds to angle F, and side BC corresponds to side EF. The triangles are congruent, right? After this we have RHS. What we mean by RHS? You have two right angle triangles, A, B, C, D, E, F. R means the right angle, H means the hypotenuse, and S means any one of these two sides. If they are equal to each other, they correspond to each other, then the triangles are congruent. So ABC here is congruent to DEF if angle B is equal to angle E is equal to 90 degrees. They should be equal and they should be 90 degree each. AC is equal to, these are the sides. AC is equal to DF, this is the hypotenuse, and side BC is equal to EF. You can write equal and you can write the sign of correspondence also. They mean one and the same thing. These are the side, they are equal. So RHS, by RHS the triangles are congruent to each other. So these are the four cases through which we can prove the triangles to be congruent.